good stretching and relaxation in another module, but a good stretch to start your warm-up is always very, very useful. Just stretch your whole trunk and also your arms and your legs, anything else that you feel needs a bit of a shake out. But shake out is what we're going to do next. This is called jelly limbs. Basically, you're shaking your arms and your legs. Be very careful you don't overdo it. You don't want to jerk anything. It's just basically shaking them out. Your arms one at a time and your legs one at a time. Just make them feel like jelly. Really enjoy this. Now, when you're using your voice, the tension builds up in your shoulders and neck muscles. So it's so important to do some shoulder rolls. Just lift them up. Try and rotate them if you can. Now my own body is getting a little bit stiff and I can't do these very well, but it's not a case of doing them well, it's a case of simply doing them as best as you can. Just do that shoulder roll as best as you can to get rid of the tension. Now if you have a good friend who can give you a shoulder massage, a gentle one, then why not ask them to do that? It's very beneficial, but make sure it's not too hard. You can cause some issues by pushing too hard on those muscles and ligaments there. But you can do it yourself. Simply put your hand on the other shoulder, move it around a little bit, and that helps an awful lot in releasing tension. And now we continue our warm-up session by concentrating on the head, rotating the head from left to right, back again. Very, very gentle, don't overstretch it. And then some gentle head rolls, moving it around. And again, if you hear any cricking or cracking sounds, just take it easy. I'll do a little bit more each day. So, what about the mouth itself? Start off by biting an imaginary apple. Just take a great big bite there. Just do that 3 or 4 times, and you can almost taste that apple, the imaginary apple, salivating it. Now imagine you're chewing a huge ball of gum. Oh, it's so good. And it's really there in your mouth. Chew away. That's really going to get those muscles toned up. Next, standing up and as relaxed as you can be, let the jaw drop. I mean, really drop. Like one of those wooden ventriloquist dummies, you know? Just let it go like that. And it's dropped, and it comes back up, and you just drop it again, comes back up. Just do this about half a dozen times. And just really relax. Make sure you just drop the thing. Okay, let's exercise a new set of muscles in this area. This is called a silent laugh. And this was taught to me by my wife who's in a choir. I thought it was a silly idea, but actually it works very well. And it does exercise muscles that the other ones don't touch. It's funny what a laugh can do. And your shoulders move around as well, so it gives the whole of the upper torso a good workout. Have a good laugh, eh? Got a laugh, ain't you, eh? Next, I want you to get your thumb, put it on your chin, move it back till you get to the soft part under the tongue, and move it in a circular motion. And imagine you're making the tongue very soft, very pliant. Now, I know you're not, but it's so good to do that. And at the same time, I want you to yawn. Now, have you heard of the expression, a stiff upper lip? It's usually describing a British person who doesn't want to show emotion. Keep a stiff upper lip, man. Oh, absolutely. Don't show emotion now. But basically, we don't want any of that. Nothing stiff, everything loose. So here's a great lip loosening exercise. Pretend you're very cold. I mean, really cold. Oh. Up. Keep on doing this. Take a really good gulp of air. This is doing it so good, and it should start to tingle. Now you probably realise by now these sorts of exercises aren't the ones that you could practically do on a crowded commuter train on the way into London Paddington Station. No, it's best to be on your own, really. The next one in particular is a little bit embarrassing. It's the tongue. You've got to release the tension in the tongue. You stick it out, it goes back in, you stick it out, comes back in, and you make a sound like an emergency vehicle. You can even add the Doppler effect, if you like. Watch this. Right, so, but it's so important. My tongue is all mixed up.